SCAT may sound like a new fly spray, but in fact it's shaping up as a contender to be Adelaide's sixth television station.
It's a kill! That's right! We'll stand you up and slap you down to the funky rhythms of the England, please! Hello, hey! Fringe Live. Fringe Live.
Welcome, viewers, to
All Over the Shop.
Welcome, viewers, to All Over the Shop.
Welcome, viewers, to All Over the Shop.
Welcome, Pam, to All Over the Shop.
Thank you, Andy, and welcome to you too.
Thank you, Pam, and welcome, Tim, to
All Over the Shop.
And now for the news in front of this big pile of fruit on Rundle Street.
The established idea of television that it has to be a certain way, that it has to be for entertainment, it has to be snappy, it has to be this and that. A community television, I don't believe, has to follow any of those rules. It's a resource for people to communicate with one another. So SCAT actually has most of its members and audience, its audience that it works for is youth and arts and alternative. So that's the look that their material will have. But it doesn't mean to say there can't be other groups that this material has a completely different look.
Fringe Live.
Take it away, Francesca.
We are the modern cunt, positive anti-reason, unbounded, unleashed, unforgiving. We see art with our cunts, we make art with our cunts. We believe in jouissance, madness, holiness and poetry. We are the virus of the new world order, disrupting the symbolic from within, saboteurs of Big Daddy mainframe. The clitoris is a direct line to the matrix.
The whole SCAT crew's been really good, and I think we've all been in on it together, and although we've sort of upset each other on occasions.
Speaking tongues, infiltrating, disrupting, disseminating, corrupting the discourse. We are the future cunts.
Well, they pulled out a miser with the red sun horizon. They were rolling through the heart of this land. They turned down the track and they never looked back, never knowing what the good Lord had planned. Alice was crowded with the rodeo crowd, and there was hell raising round the clock. So they broke an old habit and they left on the Sabbath, and they set out to camp at the rock.
They're working and they're not getting any exposure whatsoever. And there's this absolute depth of talent there, and you only hear about them when they actually make that step up. It's almost impossible for them to make that step unless they're getting that exposure. And it's so there's this drain of people going to Sydney and Melbourne, and then you hear this overnight success story. Overnight, and the crap that you just said there of, you know, the main criticism level of Adelaide music scene is that it's not Melbourne or Sydney. Well, the reason it's not Melbourne or Sydney is because we don't have that type of exposure. So that's what DB set itself up to do, to expose that really large area of people who don't make it into the mainstream and give them a boot and get rid of the word mainstream, get rid of the word alternative and just make it These people exist. Music, art, essentially. These people are here. That's what it's about.
It was. When I first moved to Adelaide, I regarded Adelaide as a breeding ground in a lot of ways. You know, coming from Big Smoke and doing it hard over there, made it very interesting to see the industry here, which was so naive in a lot of ways, but had so much ability. You know, there was some good material coming out of here. So, therefore, I think, you know, we can get back there. We need a lot of extra help. We need a lot of injection, a lot of time, publicity, promotion. And I think
I did it my way. On the canny way. On the canny way. On the canny way. On the canny way. Thank you.
That was us, the Eldorados.
Wearing the same clothes as we are now.
We are actually.
Lucky enough to have the same clothes on.
Whereabouts can we catch ourselves tonight?
We can catch ourselves at the Weymouth Tavern. You can catch us there too. We'll be on stage in about 15 minutes with 2 sets of few new songs here and there.
Sets.
Can I come in?
Oh wow, yeah, sure. This is a great trip.
I live up the road and the guy next door. You okay?
You and me, babe? How about it? Yeah.
Okay. Penny was right. Men are pigs.
What's going on? What do you do here?
Nothing, not a thing.
Oh,
Do you think I'm attractive?
sure. I'm sure you are. Hey, do you want a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I'd love one.
But I would see that as arising from the fact that it's an act.
Singing reporter, and today we're waiting for the Queen to come and open the Lion Arts Centre. Over here we have the public waiting to see their gracious Queen, and over here we have the security men waiting to jump on anyone with a gun or machete. And you just saw the Queen? I did. Did it thrill you? My husband and I were thoroughly enjoying the whole situation. Now I see. I was disappointed that she didn't sing or dance.
She didn't click her fingers, she didn't hum, she didn't say a word as far as I'm concerned. It was all a bit bizarre, really.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Bizarre with the Queen.
As the world spins, so does the big wheel of discussion. Where the big wheel stops, nobody knows what will we talk about. Nobody knows. Each number is a topic, and each topic is a number tonight on All Over the Shop. And
now to our legal show. Tonight in our legal show we have a tape for you. The tape is Your Rights and the Police.
Hi and welcome to Legalities. I'm Laverne and today we're talking to Claire O'Connor from the Legal Services Commission. Claire, what are you employed in?
I work in the area of criminal law and I work with the Legal Services Commission, which is the legal aid organisation of South Australia.
Right, and you're here today to tell us about our rights and the police rights.
Yes.
The rights police have with us and the ones we have with police. So what do we have to tell the police?
Well, basically most people believe that all they have to tell the police is the name and their address, which is what you'll hear people say, but in fact that's not entirely correct. You also have to give details in relation to the drive of a motor vehicle. So if, for example, the police stop you and they see you near a car that you've been occupying or you've been driving, they ask you if you've been driving that vehicle, you have to answer that question. You're also required to give your age to the police and to people employed by licensing premises if it might appear that you might be underage. So that's another requirement. You also have to give information to customs people about the import and export of drugs, and you're also required by the law, if you've been involved in a motor vehicle accident which sees property or people or animals injured, to stop and render assistance. So basically they're the things you're required by law to do.
Right, so we don't have to tell them anything else. We don't have to tell them.
No, and you shouldn't.
So don't just gabble on to the cops, okay? Now, if they come to arrest me,
This one at the end of the show will be that, the one that you just...
Well, just tell us, before we have a look at the track, what America is about. How you came to make that piece.
Well, America came from the idea that I used to do still paintings, and I like the idea of making them move and putting them on television, I suppose. Like it's been on television across the country and in other places. And it was, rather than having an exhibition and having paintings on the wall and having 40 people come in at a drunken opening, if you get it on the air, a lot more people would actually see your work. And so, and it was sort of America as a comment on sort of overkill, really, with like television overkill. We should just watch it, really.
I think they'll roll it when they're ready. But
we're ready to roll.
Oh, it's an interesting move though, with you know, that what you just mentioned, getting it out of the gallery and taking it to the airwaves, really, where the people are.